All right, Isaac Harris, let's get into some more stuff about Media Day. What are the biggest questions we have about Media Day? We're going to be telling you about that. But thank you for making Locked On Mavs your first listen every day. We're still going to get that Media Day news, but make sure your second listen of the day is Locked On Fantasy Basketball with Josh Lloyd, the #1 fantasy basketball podcast. All right, Isaac, what's your second biggest question of Media Day? After talking to Luka, after asking Luka, about his offseason, about Jason Kidd, about all that, what's your second biggest thing that you're wanting to ask somebody?
Oh gosh. I want to hear about the Luka Kristaps relationship.
And from both sides.
I want to hear it from three different sides, really. I want to hear it from Jason Kidd's side. I want to hear it just like what he thinks about it from his standpoint, what he thinks about two players that are maybe not on the exact same page. And I want to hear it from Porzingis and Luka. I want to hear in their own words of like, hey, was this overblown? Was this, is there friction there? It's like, hey, that's just part of it. And we're working together. Like, we're excited for this season and we're going to, that.
Is either player going to answer this question though? This is what I'm kind of worried about.
I can see Porzingis answering it.
Porzingis answers everything.
Yeah.
that's the thing we like about him, right? That he's going to answer everything. He'll give a thought about it. Luka will, if he, wants to say something, maybe he'll say a sentence, but I'm not sure that they're just going to say, no, it was overblown. And that was it, right? Is that the answer they're just going to give us?
I don't know if they'll say it was overblown. I think they'll definitely both try to downplay it, but I just want to see if they acknowledge it. That's my only thing. Like, yeah. Do they? Because there was definitely tension there. Like a lot of people just reported on it. It was there. So I want to see how they just address it. I mean, it has to be thrown out there.
There's even reports that, I think along with the Luka Kristaps relationship, I think my biggest question to ask Porzingis is, and even I think I'm going to ask Jason Kidd this instead, but what did Jason Kidd have to convince Kristaps Porzingis about to make him not want to trade? Because there's reporting recently that Porzingis wanted to trade at the end of the season and he was going to get traded. And we both expected him to be traded at the end of the season. We thought that was the big thing the Mavericks were going to change. Yep. Instead, the big thing they changed was the front office and the coach, which was massive, massive change. So what changed for Porzingis? Did Jason Kidd tell him something? Was it something that changed?
KP's like, Rick's gone.
Was it something that changed between Luka and KP's relationship? Right? It's I think it's one of those two things. And so what changed for Porzingis to make him not want to demand a trade, or the Mavericks told him no? Maybe that's what happened. But I think that's a big thing that goes along with the Luka KP relationship.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing with KP. I mean, we're obviously going to talk about his health. Where he's at right now. We'll all take a drink when he talks about the healthy offseason. I think that's the biggest thing with KP. Then you just get into some of the role players.